Well, what's up everybody, this is Phreakyphil and welcome back to some more tutorials. Right now I'm going to be showing you how to deal with Sony Vegas once you've recorded a file. Acquire yourself a copy of Sony Vegas, open it up, get it open, and we get that, okay? You may not have this here, but if you don't, press view and tick video preview, which is Alt and 4. Alt and 4, not F4, Alt and 4. Okay, that should bring that up, drop that in that corner there. Have it on best auto, okay? Once you've got that there, click on this little box here, which is project video properties. Open that up. For me, because I'm doing everything in 720, everything is going to be 1280 by 720, so 1280 width by 720 height. My template is going to be HDV 720 30p 1280 by 720 29.970 FPS. If you want to do 1080p and you're recording in 1080p, use the 1080-60i1, which is at 29.970 FPS. Have your field order as non-progressive scan. Pixel aspect ratio is 1.0000 square. Output rotation is 0 degrees original. Frame rate is 29.970 NTSC. Stereoscopic 3D mode off. Pixel format 8-bit. Full resolution rendering quality best. Motion blur type Gaussian. Deinterlace method none. Pre-rendered files folder. This is where you're going to be saving your projects before you render them. So find somewhere safe and reliable to save them. Create a new folder if you must. If we go over to audio, it's stereo 0 48,000 16 best. Recorded files folder, again save it to another folder that you can rely on, that you know where it is. If you need to create a new folder for a bit more organisation, then do so. Ruler, I don't think I touched this, but just for the record, it's SMPTE drop 29.97 FPS video. All the zeros, 120,000, 4 1/4. Summary is blank, and audio CD is blank, and first track number on disc is 1. Okay, once you've done all that, click Save Template and click OK. Exit out of that. Now, what you want to start with is you go and find what you've recorded. So for instance, I've gone to there, go and find where I save my files, which is going to be in DxTory on my expansion drive. Let's get a little one, let's get something small. 57 seconds, that'll do. Open that up. Okay, and as you saw there's a bar there, it loads it all in. Everything's hunky-dory. If you right click on your video bars there, you can insert another video track. If you right click on your audio bars, you can insert an audio track, like so. Just move these back up. You can drag and move. Okay, I'm going to leave that open there because I may need to put a bit of music in there later on. Sorry, that's a video track. Put that video down there like so. Okay, we're looking at that. There's your preview panel. On your preview panel, you've got a little save snapshot file there. So if you see any video pictures that you may think are awesome, then you may want to just, like, you know, save the snapshot. Go and save it to wherever you want to save it, name it whatever you want to name it, and use it as a Photoshop picture later on, or your desktop background, whatever you feel necessary. These two here are your previous frame and next frame. You can go forward and backwards by each individual frame that you have recorded, like so. You got skip to the end, skip to the beginning, stop, pause, play, play from the start. That's a bit of audio you can hear in the background. We've got loop the playback, so that's a self-explanatory, or you can record over the top of it. In here, in a blank video track, you can right click and insert text media. There you can insert any kind of text you like with any kind of font that you've got. You can download fonts off the internet. If you want to know, let me know in the comments below and I'll show you how. You can change your text colours to whatever you feel like. Move the bar up and down there to switch the colour swathes. You can change the scale with this bar. You can also change the scale on screen if you move your mouse over, drag up, drag down, like so. You can add an animation if you like. We'll add menace, so it just stretches out and reaches like that. You've also got an outline you can have, as big and as small as it'll possibly go. I have it full, and I'll change it to black, because that's my favourite. So again, that'll play from there. Let's just drop the video there. See, there we go.
Gunther what? What's his name? Gunther what?
That's that. You can also add pictures. Sorry, that's text media again. I do apologise. You click on your folder up the top left there. Find a picture. I don't know, anything you like. Let's drop a silly picture of me in there. Now that's that like that. You can Photoshop pictures and save them as a PNG format, which is usually a transparent background, or if you're feeling adventurous, go onto Google Images and search for PNG pictures of whatever picture you're interested in. You can, if you see here, you got a pan and crop button on each track, or each picture and video and text track. So you can click that. That lets you scroll smaller and bigger to whatever you feel like. You can also right click and go to match output aspect, and that should stretch it to the screen's preference that you're rendering and editing at. Like so, there we go. Bit of craziness. You can fade it in by holding the corner there with the left mouse button and dragging it in. You can fade it out the same way. You can make it smaller or longer, which any direction you want to go. You can speed it up by holding control until you see that time stretch wavy line. Hold control, then hold the left mouse button and drag. If you drag, it makes it slower. If you squash it in, it makes it quicker, like so. You don't have to do that with pictures, because you can just shorten them and lengthen them as much as you like there. It's best on audio if, for instance, there's a video part that you've split and copied, and you want to, for instance, do a replay shot. You know, you've just killed somebody, you thought it was an amazing shot, you want to see that again, and you want to do it in slow motion with, say, replay flashing on the screen in red. You could do that, and it could slow up and the video, and it'll, you know, slowly show you the video as if it was a replay on TV or something like that. What else have we got? We've got transitions. If you, let me just right click and copy that, click there, paste. Now I'm transitioning those two in there. See that pink line to the left of this track? Just here. Okay, watch. That means it's at the best for the settings and for what you do. It's like an automatic transition position. It's that's what it feels is best. Now I can just turn this down a bit opaque so you can see the difference. Okay, so you know where we're transitioning to and from. If you click transitions, I like to use linear wipes, especially the right left soft edge. If you click and you drag over, click into there, well, click and drag over and drop into that part where you've just merged together. You can angle, feather, whatever you want to do. If you press play, it'll slowly wipe across. I do that a lot on some Grand Theft Auto videos. Well, to be honest, I've started doing it a lot on most of my videos and adding like a little sound effect underneath in the audio bottom part here, like a little whoosh noise. It gives it a bit of authenticity, makes it look a bit more professional, makes it look like you know what you're doing. So that's that. You have got other media generators you can use, like credit rolls and test pans and stuff like that and whatnot. Video effects, chromas and colour changes and light fills and lens flares and stuff like that, pinch, punch, all sorts of different things. You just have to explore and just, you know, practice, mess around just to get familiar with what you're doing. You can turn the opacity up and down of certain pictures and video just by clicking the top of the bar and dragging it in and out like so. Same with audio, you can make it quieter or louder. You can, what I showed you with the corner there, you can make audio quieter, like fade in, fade out. What else have we got? We got the record button there. You can arm a track for recording. You click OK there, that'll save wherever you want it to save to, and then you click record there, and then you start recording from wherever this bar is. So for instance, if you wanted to record another track, you do it from there. That would be for like if you wanted a quiet commentary, so if you wanted to mute your track selectively, not the full track, because there is mute buttons here, these blue crossed out circles, that would just mute the whole track. If you don't want to do that and you just want to record, you could mute that and record over the top of it if you wanted to. You've also got the split function, which is very handy. It's probably going to be one of the main tools you're going to use, because there could be parts of your video that you don't like, that you don't really want in there, that you want to get rid of. So for instance, I don't know, you click there, you don't like that part, you press the letter S on your keyboard, S for snake. You press S and it splits it. Okay, so that's the part, the beginning of the part that you don't like. So maybe you want to go, oh shit, what have I done? Maybe you want to go there and you want to, that's the end of the part you don't want in there. So you press S again, and then that's the part that you don't want. So the part you don't want, you just right click, delete. Merge the two back together, maybe transition them in, merge them in together like that, like so. Put a transition in there, whatever you want to do. You may even decide that that's the end of a certain chapter. You may want to put a bit of video effects in there, you know, something you may have downloaded. You may want to put something funny in there, whatever. Do whatever you want to do. It's your video, obviously, but I'm just giving you the options and showing you what I do and how I work. Once you've done what you've got to do and you're happy, everything's edited up, press the letter D and then press it again. So that's the letter D twice. Click, drag. If you've added any music in, like I said, there's an extra audio track that you can add. You can add as many audio tracks and video tracks as you want. Bring in music there, your own music that you've downloaded, stuff that's not copywritten, drop it in there. But you press the letter D twice and only select video and picture for this. Video, picture and text. Anything on video bars like that. Just right click, go to switches, disable resample, and then head over to the save button. Click save. Save it as on whatever you want to save it as. I'll just save that as untitled for now. Now you're ready to render. Okay, so you close that down. Don't exit out, just drag it to the side. You restore down and make it as small as you favourably can. That's about the right size, just so you can see the progress bar and progress button that comes up once you're rendering. And then you close it down completely. Once it's closed down completely, you open it back up. Literally as quick as that, because it kind of resets the brain of Sony Vegas, so to speak. Once you've done that, you don't need to check anything else. Just go to File and go to Render As, and that'll bring up your rendering settings. Now, I've got one saved favourite, which is my personal preference one, so if that's what you want to follow, that's up to you. But because I do 720, I do 6 Mbps HD 720-30p video. Okay, and that's under the Windows Media Video v11.wmv format. Okay, no other format I use, just the Windows Media Video 11 and the 6 Mbps HD 720-30p video. Now, if you're doing 1080p, then by all means use the 8. If you're recording in 1080p via DxTory, do the 8 Mbps HD 1080 30p video. Okay, once you've done that, once you've selected that, click customize template. Now name your template as YouTube render. You'll have include audio, mode CBR, Windows Media 9.2 or 92 kilobytes per second, 48 kilohertz, stereo AV CBR. Go to video, you'll have CBR, Windows Media 9, high definition 1280 by 720. You're going to want 1080p if you're doing 1080, the 1440 by 1080 high definition. You can have custom, but I've never tried it. Pixel aspect ratio is the 1 square. Frame rate 29.970 NTSC. Seconds per keyframe is 5. Override default compression buffer seconds is 3. Video smoothness is 90, sharpest. Bitrate, I don't think I've touched this, but it's internet LAN 6M. Index summary is blank. And your project is going to be video render quality best, stereoscopic 3D mode use project settings, and color space default. Now, you click, once you've done all that, you click save at the top of the screen there, if I didn't show you, right there. Click that save button. Once you've inputted all that information and your template name, you click save. Then you click the gold star next to what you've just saved it as, and then tick this up here, which will show only your favourites. So when you come into render, file, render as, it should automatically be there like that. So all you have to do is highlight it by clicking it and then click render. And see, I've just allowed enough for that box to show and that bar to show. Okay, so we'll come back to this in a minute as soon as it's finished rendering, and I'll show you what the finished product's like. So once it's finished rendering, you may hear a little doo-ding. That's if you got your speakers on or you got your headphones in. Once that's done, you'll just be left with the little box. Okay, no need to do anything, just exit out. Okay, now go and find where you have saved your finished rendered folders to, files to. So I'll go over to my video editing folder, enter my rendered ones, and now we see untitled, and we'll press play. Okay, that's our rendered one. We'll see if we can find the bits that I put in there. There we go, there's a part. That should transition out. There we go. Nicely rendered. Okay, so that's a fully rendered video ready to go. Okay. And that's all there is to it. You record, you finish recording, you get into your editing, and you start editing. Okay? That's fine. That's all well and good. But it's a massive, massive learning curve. And if you're not prepared to learn, and you're not prepared to find things out for yourself by Googling or by trial and error, you're not going to get anywhere. You have really got to focus and understand what you're doing. The more you do that and the more you enjoy it, the better you're going to get. Okay? If you've got any problems with anything that I've said, if there's anything you need to know more about that I've said, please don't hesitate to contact me. Get in touch, comment down below. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye!